So guys, y'all know them hoopers whenever you just sit there and watch them hoop, and no matter what play they do, whether they dunk on somebody, whether they're crazy with their handles, no matter what it is, you just sitting there saying to yourself like, damn, that dude is cold. Players that come to mind in my personal opinion, I gotta put people like Paul George in this conversation, Kyrie Irving. I gotta put my boy Darius Garland in there. Who else? James Hart. I think that we can all agree that there's definitely a plethora of players that we can definitely put into this category. But guys, can we please all agree, can we please all agree that we have to put the Thompson twins in this category? I mean, no matter what these two will, we barely seen him in Thompson, but I'm throwing him in this category regardless, bro. No matter what these two twins do, whether they dunk on somebody, whether they make the right plays, make the right reads, the amount of effort that these two play on every single play, both sides of the ball, rebounding the ball. I didn't even know this man, Asor Thompson, was averaging over 10 rebounds a game in the summer league. I'm telling you, no matter what these two players do, guys, we have to protect these two at all costs. I'm pretty sure nobody and their mama expected these kids to be this good, to look this fluid, to look this NBA ready. And bro, I can't even continue on to this video without patting myself on the back, bro. I was literally trying to tell people this draft class in particular, this 2023 NBA draft class in particular, this class has a lot of NBA future stars in this class, and the talent level that this class as a whole just possesses. I'm telling you, bro, if they don't become future stars, they're going to at least have some sort of longevity, you know, in the NBA. I mean, just a few guys I can just name off the top of my head. Obviously, the Victor Wembanyama's. You got players like Grady Dick, Cam Whitmore, Jarris Walker, the Thompson twins, Scoot Henderson, Jordan Walsh, who got drafted in the second round. Like, there's just so much talent that is going to be coming out of this class. But the Thompson twins in particular, guys, we have to sit down and we have to give these two players their flowers. And like I said, I feel like we can all agree that they just have that it factor. And I don't know if you guys had a chance to see this man, Asor Thompson, play against the Toronto Raptors, and specifically this man, Grady Dick, bro. What this man, Asor Thompson, did to Grady Dick, to me, it has to be illegal. It's very disrespectful. This honestly should not have been shown on TV. The stat sheet may not show what this man really did to this man, Grady Dick, bro. But if you watch the game, hopefully I remember to put the highlights as I edit this video, bro. But what this man, Asor Thompson, did to Grady Dick is just straight disrespectful. Pull up threes from half court, ripping him, still in the block, blocking him. It's like every single point that this man scored was on this man, Grady Dick. But still, shout out to Grady Dick. He's still a great player. I think he finished with 22 points. In this game, but I just feel like I had to point that out. Guys, smash that like button if you enjoy talking basketball hoops in general, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I feel like we can all agree that we did all have questions about the legitimacy of the overtime league and just all the overtime league players. If you remember a couple years back, overtime, they announced that they're going to be starting their own, you know, basketball league. People thought this was going to be like the Big Baller Brand League or just some BS that nobody was going to take serious. And then they slowly started to sign all the top level high school basketball talent. And I actually think that the Thompson twins, they may have been actually the first two players to actually sign to the overtime league. It was either the Thompson twins or it was the other twins. I believe they go by the Bewley twins. But guys, like I said, there was always questions surrounding the competition level of the overtime league. Me personally, I actually think that the competition level wasn't that bad. I mean, yes, it's a startup league and they don't have too many players that are playing in this league, but you have to realize they're playing against one another, and all these guys are essentially the top level players across the country on the high school level. Some of them are 19, some of them are 20 in cases like the Thompson twins. No matter what, I feel like the Thompson twins in particular, they just had that it factor, and you can even see from the stats that they acquired playing in this league, specifically with Amen Thompson. He averaged 16 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block a game. While Asor Thompson, he was also impressive, averaging similar stats, 16 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 2.4 steals, and 1 block a game. Me personally, I think they are easily the best players into this overtime league. I believe there's only been 2 full seasons, and their team in particular, they've actually won every single championship that this league has actually been ran. And I would personally say that they're fairly dominant in this league, showcasing how well they can play on both sides of the floor, attacking the rim, showing off their athleticism, floor general abilities, pass making, generating offense. I feel like there's nothing that these two essentially cannot do, and that's how they both became the 4th overall and the 5th overall pick in this recent 2023 NBA draft. Now, one thing that I do want to talk about is the two teams that they both got drafted to. Amen Thompson, we know he went to the Houston Rockets. Ausar Thompson, he went to the Detroit Pistons. Now, I'm just praying, bro. I'm just praying that both of these teams just do not waste the potential that these two players have in their careers. Like, I'm just trying to think of the last few seasons, or just maybe even the last 10 years, like the Houston Rockets in particular, like what, or even the Detroit Pistons, what rookies do you guys know that came and just got drafted out of the Houston Rockets that became great players or future all-stars or whatnot in the league? Obviously, James Harden has been carrying this team for the past few years, but I don't really remember anybody off the top of my head that they've drafted that just became top-level players in the league. Same thing with the Detroit Pistons. I feel like they've had the top 5, top 10 picks for the last 20 years damn near. I feel like the last time the Detroit Pistons were cold was whenever they had Ben Wallace, Richard Hamilton, Chauncey Billups, and all them. I feel like ever since then, they've pretty much been in a lottery every single year, and I'm praying, but like I said, I just don't want them to waste the talent level that these two players have, just because they just have superstar, in my opinion, they have superstar potential written all over him. Like I said, there's absolutely nothing that these two players can do. Yes, obviously they have to develop their jump shot. Who doesn't have to develop their jump shot at this stage of their career? I do think they're hard workers and they will eventually get there, but I think right now, just being their age, the athleticism that they possess, the IQ that they play with, their energy levels on both sides of the floor, the fact that they can affect the game in other ways without scoring the ball, they're going to be fine, and they're going to be top level players for both of their teams. And there's absolutely no way, well, at least Ausar Thompson, he should be starting for the Detroit Pistons. You have Cade Cunningham coming back, who is their superstar, who's their franchise leader. I feel like you have to pair Ausar Thompson and Cade Cunningham either in the backcourt or put Ausar Thompson at the 3. But even then, I feel like he can play any position out there. He really could play point guard if he wanted to. Pretty sure y'all have seen the passes that this kid has made in the summer league. But like I said, Ausar Thompson, bro, he has to start for the Detroit Pistons. Amen Thompson, I kind of get if he doesn't start, just because they do have Jalen Green, and they also recently just got Fred VanVleet. I'm pretty sure they're going to put Dylan Brooks at the 3. So I'm just interested to see just how the Houston Rockets are going to use him. Are they going to use him as a six man? Because they also do have Kevin Porter Jr. So in my opinion, I feel like they honestly should trade him, bro. I can see Amen Thompson and Victor Wembanyama being a dynamic duo here in the future. So the San Antonio Spurs, Houston Rockets, please make a deal, bro, because I just feel like the Houston Rockets, they really don't need him, especially if you just signed one of the best point guards in the league, being Fred VanVleet. But like I said, the Thompson twins in particular, I feel like we can all agree that they're turning into one of our overall favorite players coming out of this 2023 NBA draft. I know we barely had a chance to see Amen Thompson, but just the fact that these guys are twins and Ausar Thompson is kind of a replica and they're pretty much the same type of player, we all know that Amen Thompson is going to come into this season being one of the best rookies in this class. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised if one of these players won the Rookie of the Year as well. But guys, only time will tell. Let me know down below what you guys think of the Thompson twins, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.